The cost of parking your car in Tāmaki Makaurau, Auckland is about to get more expensive.
From next week, on-street parking prices and costs at council-managed buildings will increase by $1 an hour. Lucy Thompson has more.
It's a daily struggle for many Aucklanders, and it's about to become more expensive too. The cost of council parks across the region is going up $1 an hour.
Pretty hard to say if it's going to make a big difference to me personally.
I might have to take the bus.
We'd probably work from home more than coming into the office.
Oh, absolutely. It has to have some sort of effect on the way you travel, especially in the current climate, yeah.
The new hourly rates kick in on Monday, alongside changes to price caps for the downtown car park. They will actually decrease during the week to address low usage, but increase slightly during the weekends and evenings. They're the first region-wide changes to parking charges in over a decade, and follows a letter of expectation from Mayor Wayne Brown to AT in December. In the letter, he says Auckland Transport should look at opportunities to increase external income and reduce reliance on rates. He says AT is currently undercutting the market rate for parking, which is not appropriate in this environment. Transport commentator Matt Lowry says parking prices are currently disproportionate to increasing public transport fares.
It makes public transport less inviting to use, and it makes it easier to drive. And what that then does is make more congestion. It makes it harder to find a parking spot when you actually do need one. Heart of the City's Viv Beck says she'll be keeping an eye on how it affects visitor numbers.
A lot of people don't have access to public transport where they live, so it is important that people can actually get here and afford to get here.
Auckland University students will also notice the change. Its Students' Association says it's more money students simply don't have.
Society is doing it tough, but students bear the brunt of that.
He says hiking parking prices isn't the way to encourage the use of public transport.
Our public transport system in Auckland isn't up to scratch. What will eventually happen is that students just won't come onto campus.
Auckland's bus, train and ferry network has been riddled with disruption over the past few years due to driver strikes, bad weather and infrastructure upgrades. And Lowry says there are plenty of places the extra revenue could be spent.
Running more buses, for example, so if we're making it a little bit more difficult to drive, making it easier to catch public transport is really important.
But for now, it's not just pain at the pump, it's pain when you park too. Lucy Thompson, Newshub.